we go.
What's happening, guys?
Here we go. We back. Last week they tried to keep us off. They tried to hold us back. They said, you can't do this. You're bringing too much fire, bringing too much heat. You're looking way too good. Your no shave November's just getting way too long.
You guys like it?
But this week we're coming at you hot. Pneumonia or not, it's not gonna hold me back. Not gonna hold me back.
Guys, Ryan's got pneumonia right now. He's had pneumonia for weeks.
I've been holding on. I've been punching it in the face, and I say, you know what, pneumonia? You can't get the best of me. You can't get the best of me. I got people counting on me. You ain't gonna stop me, and it's trying. It's trying to stop me. I said, nope. I got my red hoodie on.
He's in red hoodie mode.
Pete, what's happening? Good morning from Mount Hood. What? That's what I'm talking about,
baby.
You fire me up. You fire me up on this Fired Up Friday. Fired Up Friday. Mastermind, you know. Mastermind love right there.
I like that.
So today, we're going to dive right in because that's what you deserve. And it's getting kind of hot in here. And I don't want to get a coughing fit going. But we bring in the fire. We're going to bring the heat just for you today. And we're talking about something I think I'm very passionate about. I know Jesse's passionate about. What we're going to be talking about today is adversity. Adversity. I'm going through some adversity right now. Jesse's going through some adversity. More than likely, you're going through some adversity. We all go through adversity in some sort of way, right? You have a fever. No fever. No fever. I don't even have a fever. I don't even know what you're talking about.
You know what I got a fever of? A fever for?
What?
Bicep curls.
Bicep curls. I do love some bicep curls. Shannon, what's happening? Corey, what's happening? I see you popping on. Lily's even popping on. So what we're going to talk about today is not just adversity, but growing through that adversity. See, I think, I'm not even just going to say I think. I know that we are designed to grow through adversity. Adversity doesn't happen to us. It happens for us. Yeah, he said it. It happens for us. And I'm truly a big believer in this because I have lived it. You have lived it. And the cool part is you have lived through every worst moment of your life up to this point. Every piece of adversity you've ever been faced with, you have lived through it. Now, you may or may not have grown from it. See, I think that's a decision we have to make to decide to grow from it rather than just become victim to it. But we're going to go over 5 ways today of how you can grow through that adversity. And the first thing, thanks for popping on. Thanks for popping on. I see you guys all popping on. This is so much fun. We love having the opportunity to do this. Love having the opportunity to serve you guys.
And so, can I piggyback on that real quick?
Piggyback.
We got the season of thankfulness coming up with Thanksgiving. I just want to say to all Crucible family how grateful and how thankful I am for each and every one of you guys.
Absolutely.
And how much I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Now I'm going to stop being all weird and mushy. We're going to get to breathing some fire on you.
What you got to stop doing is hitting the camera. That's what you got to stop doing.
I'm just too fired up.
Just shaking the camera.
Yeah.
So here we go. Kaylee popping on.
What's up, Kay? She's flexing her body. She's doing bicep curls right now.
I like that. Declan Watkins popping on too. I know you're doing some big things. D. Watkins popping on. So the first way that you can grow through. Kelsey's even
What's up, girl?
Man, you should be in school.
She's probably at lunch right now. Just
She's probably at lunch watching. So here we go. First way that you can grow through adversity. The first way that you can grow through adversity is working on your humility. Right? Working on humility. I believe that the first step into truly being great is first you have to be humble. You got to be humble. If you ever want to be great, you have to be humble. It all starts with being humble. If you look at anything that you're doing, whether you're speaking or whether you're coaching somebody or you're training or you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, and you look at the purpose, why you're doing it, if it's an internal, like, hey, I'm just trying to make me look good, more times than not, I'm going to say you're not going to do as well as you think you are, right? Or maybe that you want to be. But if you're looking at it and saying, you know what, I'm doing this because I genuinely want to change somebody's life, or I'm going to try to help somebody out, or I'm going to help them be great themselves, generally,
good things happen.
Good things start happening. Think about it on a team, right? If you're going out there trying to be the man, the lady, the superstar, you start making some selfish decisions. Yeah. Things don't turn out well, right? On the rugby pitch, you got 15 guys out there.
Absolutely.
How well does it go when one guy says, hey, it's all about me, I'm just going to do this? How well does that work?
I'd say that team's in for a long day. Especially against a really capable team. One other thing, too, one of the best definitions of leader.
Man, look at this. Adversity. Adversity.
We overcame. All right. Hope I didn't lose any listeners here. But
Adversity.
one of the best definitions I heard for leadership is setting a platform for others to succeed around you. And part of that's being humble. Part of that's not being me. It's helping others around you and looking to serve others and doing that because it fills your cup up, helping them fill their cup up. You know what I mean? And that's
what do you mean by fill your cup up? We might have some people on here that are like, what are you talking about, Jesse? What are you talking about filling your cup up?
So the cup, right? So and this is the thing too. We heard this from one of our Crucible moms about a cup where you get knocked. So say Ryan's got a coffee cup and I knock into him just like the phone, and then the coffee spills all over the place. You know what I mean? Right? Well, and then right there you're like, hey, you knocked the coffee out of my cup. You know what I mean? But the coffee in the cup is what we fill ourselves up with. And when we get knocked, what comes out of the cup, right, is what we put into our cup. So, right, that's that metaphorical cup. So if I fill my cup up with good stuff that makes my soul sing, stuff that makes me appreciative and grateful, when I get knocked around a little bit, that good stuff's going to come out. If I fill it up with bad stuff, with hatred, with evil things, when I get knocked around, I'm going to be pointing the finger and being like me, and that bad stuff. So it's all about filling that cup.
When adversity hits, you're going to find out what's inside you, right? Like when Jesse keeps shaking the phone right now, we're going to find out if I've got just rage inside of me or if I got some forgiveness inside of me.
He fills his cup up with a lot of good stuff.
Maybe I've just got pneumonia inside of me, and I'll share that with him in a caring way.
I'm sorry about shaking the phone.
No, it's good. It's good. We're feeling good. Gwen, we love you too. We love you too. We love happy.
Chicken mini.
We'll see you tomorrow morning. But that's what we got going on. We want to be humble first. It all starts with being humble. So when you start being faced with adversity, I want you to take a step back and say, okay, why is this adversity happening? Because it's happening for me, first off. And how can I grow my humility? If I really want to be great in this situation, I've got to start with being humble. It might be being frustrated with my kids, with my boss, with my coach, with a coworker, whatever it is. Take a step back and say, how can I be humble in this situation? How can I serve? So I think that's one area that you can grow through adversity.
Yeah.
Second area I think that we can really dive in and grow is our empathy. Empathy, not just sympathy, but empathy. Realizing that the mess that you're going through, somebody else probably is going through as well. Or somebody in the future
is going to be going through it, and you're going to be able to serve them.
Boom. There we go. And there's a big difference in being sympathetic to somebody and being empathetic to somebody, right? When I can hold on to you and say, like, I've been there, I know, and you give them that eye check and you say, like, I get it. I'm there. That's a huge opportunity, and what a blessing it is. What a true blessing it is when you are that person looking for somebody, saying, like, I just need somebody to understand me. I just need somebody to, like, be with me. When you find that person that, like, gets it, you know, like, not just like, okay, I understand it, but, like, truly gets it. That is such a huge thing, right? Whether it's you're on the athletic field and it's like, man, I'm scared to death with how to do this. Or maybe it's a college class. I just don't know how I'm going to get through this class. Yeah. Maybe you're coaching, or you have you're a boss in a situation. It's like, man, I'm having trouble with one of my employees. How do I deal with this? Or whatever it is. Or maybe I'm, whatever it is. Maybe you're going through something else right now. Yes, you're going through all kinds of health issues, right? What an amazing opportunity that's going to be if you set the intention for you to be able to empathize with somebody else who's gone through brain surgery, that's having to relearn how to walk and balance and all these basic things that I take for granted a lot of times. Jesse probably takes for granted, probably a lot of us, but you're sitting here saying, man, this is a fight, this is a battle. Being that person for somebody else, that light there, what an amazing opportunity that is if you allow yourself to grow into that and say, you know what, my mess is going to become my masterpiece. Yeah. My mess is going to become my masterpiece, or my mess is going to become my message, right? I like either one of those, right? The mess that I'm going through is going to become eventually the message that I speak, that I can help inspire somebody, or I can shine a light into.
And honestly, like, if you can make strides to do that, to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive situation and help others. I mean, if that doesn't sound like Cherish the Challenge to me, I mean, that's snap your band.
That is.
Let's go. So,
and we've given out so many snap your band bands, like I had to go reorder more, and I've actually got to go pick them up today after this.
Woo.
So we're gonna be snapping bands like crazy.
Lots of bands being
a lot of bands snapping.
And we ain't talking mini bands, all right?
Ain't talking. Boom. So there we go, Kelsey. I'm not clear to run yet. Hey, that's all right. You're gonna get there. But again, the old adage, like you're putting one foot in front of the other, like you're going slow, but slow is still progress, right? Slow is still progress. I'd rather you be moving forward than nowhere at all, right? That's exactly it. So don't worry about not being cleared yet. You said the perfect word, yet, because you have that vision. You got that long-term vision that says, hey, I'm growing right now. I'm getting better. What's happening? Coach Keg popping on. I see you, baby. Oh, don't get me all fired up. This pneumonia going to get all fired up, but that's okay. Band wars. That's right, baby. I love it. So here we go. So first step, humility. Second step, curiosity. Or no, that's third step. Second step was empathy. Third step, third area that we can grow is through curiosity. I'm going to tell you about curiosity.
Tell me about this.
I'm a big believer. Again, adversity happens for us, not just to us. Failures happen for us, not to us. And I find that the people that make it through the best are the ones that are curious the most, right? Say something happens, or you get to listen to a great speaker and they're talking to you about their failures and their adversity or whatever it is. The people that sit there and say, instead of, oh man, this is happening to me, why? And just, why is this happening? And become a victim just as a rhetorical question. Why is this happening to me? The people that are most curious and say, why is this happening? And they lean into it. They lean into that and say, I'm going to be curious. How can I learn from this? Tell me more about this. How can I learn how to do better next time? And they truly lean into that curiosity. I mean, Edison, how many times did he fail at learning how to create the light bulb? It was like 1,000 times.
Wow, that's
right?
awesome.
But if you would have stopped on any one of those,
there would never be electricity.
We wouldn't have that. Well, there'd be electricity. There's electricity all the time, but we wouldn't have the light bulb.
Sorry,
right?
guys, I just sound really dumb.
No, you didn't sound dumb. You're just going to learn from it, though. There we go. But that Edison, he just kept getting more and more curious. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. Well, that didn't work. And instead of letting it destroy him that it didn't work, he got more curious and said, I know there's a way. How can I figure this out? And he leaned into it, and he got more curious. So if your weight loss goal isn't working the way you want to, don't get upset about it. Lean into it and say, what can I do better?
What adjustments can I make?
How can I grow? If walking, if running, man, it's not working yet. What do I need to do to get better? If my strength isn't doing what I want to, how can I do better? If my relationship with my kids, take a step back, get curious. Let me evaluate. What can I do better, right? Take the emotion out, take the feeling out, and get curious. Get genuinely curious. And I guarantee if you get genuinely curious and passionate about that, you're going to start learning, man, I can do this better. I can do this better. I can do this better, rather than just becoming victim to the adversity, victim to the challenge.
Yeah.
Right?
And in terms of like that curiosity too, I would say kind of also just to piggyback on that, when something happens where it throws you off and you have that victim mindset, our nonverbal cues are here, right? But how can we shift our nonverbal cues to chest out, baby? Just like we're stepping inside the hex bar, right?
Yeah.
And then also take that step forward, ask God. Ask God. Say, hey, God, why is this challenge happening to me right now? How can I lean into this? Work through me. Help me embrace this challenge and turn it into a positive thing.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. I'm curious on how I can make this negative thing into a positive thing.
Amen.
How I can take this adversity that I'm going through and help change others around me through it.
Amen to that. I love that. Boom, there we go. Look at this. We're just getting after it. We're kicking cameras again.
Yeah, that's my fourth time.
At least. But we're learning, we're growing.
My knee's really close to the box.
So is mine. So is mine.
Sit back.
Become a victim, or get curious about how you can get better.
How can I work on my knee not hitting
box? Man, it's all this moving that you're doing. What is going on? You're crazy. So there we go. That's 3 ways. We got 2 more coming right at you. You ready? You ready for this?
Because so much grace.
Only
2 more. I'm so sad that there's only 2 more. I wish there was 100 more.
I'm not sad because we got a lot of great information coming each and every week. Boom. 4th area that you can grow is your grit. Your grit. Jesse, what's grit? Tell me about some grit. What do you know about grit?
It's the ability to finish.
The ability. What are you going to finish? Tell me. What are you going to finish?
In terms of, if you guys, all the listeners, I take a step back and think about all the responsibilities that you have every single day, right? It could be being an athlete. It could be being a student. It could be being a son, a daughter, a mother, a father, where you work. So many responsibilities, and you have this unbelievable high-stress job of performing at every one of those hats, you know, whether it's being a husband or a father, you know what I mean, right?
Best jobs ever.
And an owner, all great jobs, all beautiful jobs, you know what I mean? Just the get-tos, unbelievable get-tos. But the more hats you wear, the harder it is to be really great at all those things. But just because it's hard, right, doesn't mean we're not going to run away from it. We're going to lean into it. So grit, right? We have all these things that we need to be great at, and being great is finishing, right? And grit is the ability to be great at all those things and finish all those things. And on a day-to-day basis, think about it. If you're going, what John Wooden said, the ability of success is going to bed at night, being able to kick your feet up and knowing that you did the best you could at everything you did. And to me, that really intertwines with grit. You know, if you're able to go through your whole day like that and take that inventory at the end of the day and kick your feet up, and it's like, man, like this is, you know, I gave it my all, and all my relationships at home, at work, and whatever the hats you're wearing. To me, that's grit right
getting
there.
Gritty. And getting gritty is giving your best effort despite it being hard, despite not knowing the answer, despite being fearful, despite all those things, being able to lean into it and say, you know, I'm giving my best.
Absolutely.
Even though I don't know the outcome, I don't know what's going to happen, I'm going to grow, I'm going to get better, and I'm going to put everything I got into this each and every day, every situation. The KFC, everybody's all about like KFC and Popeyes and Chick-fil-A, like all this stuff going on right now. Like, take the KFC, Colonel Sanders. He tried selling his chicken recipe over 1,000 times. He finally sold it on his 1,009th try. Wow. Think about that. There you go. KFC. Over 1,000 people turned him down and said, no, we don't want this. We don't want this. We don't want this. Grit is being able to finish saying, I know this is going to sell. I know this is great, and I'm not going to let anybody stop me. I know it's great, and I know there's something that can change the world here. And I would say he has changed the world with his chicken recipe. Think about how many KFC, Taco Bell combos there are out there, right? KFC has done amazingly well. Everybody knows KFC. Over 1,000 times he got told, no. Like, I can't even count that high. No. Like, that's a lot of times. I thought, like, this location here, this was the 14th location that we tried to get into. I can't imagine almost another 1,000 times of hearing no before we got into our home. Like, that is some intense grit. No. Being told no that many times and saying, you know what, I still got a vision. I still got a purpose. I still believe in myself, right? If you were told no that many times on your goal and your dream, would you keep going? Would you keep putting that foot in front of yourself and saying, you know what, I'm going to take another step, another step, another step? Or would you start listening to those whispers and say, you know what, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm going to start listening to everybody else. See, I think that's grit. Being able to do what you know is right, despite what everybody else is saying.
What's right.
Despite what everybody else is saying, despite what everybody else is doing, despite what the media might say, despite what the social media might say, despite whatever says, what you believe is right, being able to do that each and every day, continually, consistently, disciplined, every single day.
And
boom.
And that's a kind of bullet point grit too, right there. Grit is do what you believe, stand up for what you believe and what is right, and also control the controllables.
Right. Because the more you stand up and stand out, you're going to face adversity. The more you stand up and say, this is what I believe, this is who I am, people are going to try to knock you down. They're going to. And that's okay. Use it as that tool that says, you know what, I'm on the right path. People are trying to knock me down. That's okay. I'm going to stand up for what's right, what I believe in, and I'm going to go all in on this. And that grit is being able to take that punch, that pneumonia, right? Take that pneumonia.
Pneumonia lungs over here.
Pneumonia lungs over here. Still getting fired up. It don't matter.
Should see him on the intervals.
Let's go. That probably almost killed me, but literally almost killed me. But that's okay. That's okay. We're good. We're toughening up. So there we go. That's number 4. Humility, number 1. Empathy, curiosity, grit. And the final area that I believe you can really, really have an awesome opportunity to grow through adversity is your faith. is your faith. Whether it's a faith in God, whether it's just a faith in yourself, and whether it's a faith in whatever it is that you believe, right? It's an amazing opportunity to build that faith, right? And for me, my faith in God has only grown stronger as I've watched him help me go through everything that we're going through, right? Everything that we've gone through, everything that we will go through. But it's also given me faith in myself that I can lean into these things. Like, I am good enough. I am able to do these things. I am able to push regardless of the stinking thinking and the negative thoughts that go through my head, right? We all get those things, right? But the more adversity I go through, the more times I have to challenge those negative thoughts. And the more times I challenge them, the more times I realize, man, I am pretty good at this. I can do this. I can change the world. I can inspire greatness in others. I can lift other people up. I can do all these things. This is where the stinking thinking and the negative thoughts like, oh, man, Ryan, you're too young for this. Or, man, you haven't done this long enough. Or whatever. Like, says who? Says who? If that's my purpose here, I'm going to lean into it, and I'm going to go. And I'm going to go. And I have a lot more of a faith in myself every time that I face adversity, and I continue to grow and continue to push. Boom!
Boom. I love it. Faith in you and faith in a bigger purpose. And what are some ways that you've done? You showed me some exercise to kind of strengthen my faith in a bigger purpose and my faith in myself. Would you mind speaking about some of those exercises? I know you have the I am statement. I don't know if that's too deep right there, but creating an I am statement. Kind of, we all deal with stinking thinking. And I think when we go through adversity, those evil whispers and that stinking thinking seems to creep up. And I think the best way to deal with that is to kind of go back to that I am statement and to go back to that purpose and realign with it, refocus on that purpose and your God's purpose for you and having faith in that, as well as your reassurance in your I am statement that you are, like mine is I am deserving. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You deserve great things. That's why God put us on this earth, because we all, God put us on this earth because he loves us, and we deserve to walk. We don't deserve, but he made it because for us. He did it for us, and because he loves us. And how can we serve him? And just knowing that helps me have faith.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
good.
And
you gotta go back and dig into those big picture things. What is your purpose? Why do you believe that you're here? And if you've never dug into that, take some time to dig into that. And it's hard and it's scary and it's terrifying and all those things to sit there and say, like, this is why I'm here. This is my purpose. But as soon as you can align your vision and all your actions, that person you want to be in 50 years, 20 years, whoever that is, right? When your decisions get so much easier, maybe not easier, but more clear on the right decision when you have that big vision in front of you. Don't sacrifice the ultimate for the immediate. I see that so often, right? We sacrifice the ultimate for the immediate, and having that faith that says, you know what, this ultimate thing over here really is the thing that I'm supposed to be going after. And I have faith that if I continually make these maybe right, hard decisions, that I will ultimately get there rather than the easy, wrong decision. And having that faith that doing those hard, right decisions is ultimately going to get me to where I'm meant to be. Right. So there we go. That's awesome. Adversity. It's happening for us, not to us. So quick overcap. Humility. Boom. Number one way you can grow. Empathy. You can grow your empathy. Curiosity. You can really grow through that adversity if you get more curious. Build your grit up. You're building grit. If you choose to be gritty, that's such a great word. I love when an athlete or a coach says, man, they're just gritty. Yeah, I love that.
And you know what? I hate how people don't like it.
I love it. I don't care if nobody else likes it. I love it.
Yeah, lean into it.
Hey, if you get focused on your vision, who cares if anybody else likes it? Boom, love it. And then your faith. Grow your faith in it. So there we go. Those are our 5 kind of areas or opportunities or ways that I believe that you can really grow through challenge, grow through your adversity. And maybe one final thing. How awesome are these red hoodies? They are awesome. Boom. Crucible Baseball, always wearing red on Friday. Let's go. So there we go. If anybody has any questions, comments, thoughts, whatever, pop them in real fast. We got just a couple minutes. And if you have any questions, we will be sure to answer them. But other than that, thank you so much for popping on.
Appreciate you guys.
This is awesome. We always love this. We were bummed out last week. Our internet was having issues. Couldn't get on. Papa Crucible came in, saved the day, fixed the internet, and we're ready to rock.
Thanks Papa Crucible. Appreciate
here today. So again, We love each and every one of you. Thank you for the opportunity to serve you guys. We will be coming back at you next Friday, 12:30. Hopefully you guys aren't all comatose from Turkey Day and Thanksgiving. Be smart still. Get some good food in there, but make sure you get your little booties up and get some a good workout tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but next Friday. When are we getting Crucible soccer hoodies? When we get a whole bunch of Crucible soccer players in here.
That's right.
That's right, Kels. So bring all your friends in, and then we'll get some Crucible hoodies.
Some soccer.
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Love you all. Have an amazing, amazing weekend, and even more amazing Thanksgiving. Hopefully by then I'll be healed up. And
I'll get that pneumonia lung figured out.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping to have a little bit more energy next Friday. I just feel low energy right now. I feel low energy.
Good.
So hopefully I'll be able to amp it up for you guys next time. So anyways, love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. And hey, lean into that challenge. Cherish your challenge, baby. Love you guys. Let's see you. See you. IG. And now, boom, Facebook. We'll see you later.
Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Shaky, shaky, shaky.